What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Passive Hustle Pub, the place where cryptocurrency becomes clear and accessible for everyone. If you're new here, I'm Titus. My mission is to kind of demystify the world of cryptocurrencies and help you really understand how they can have a real and positive impact in your everyday lives. Um, so, in a world of where crypto can often seem very complex and daunting, I'm striving to break it down into simple, more digestible pieces, whether you're a complete beginner or looking to expand your knowledge. Hopefully this channel is going to be a kind of a go-to resource for all things crypto, primarily when it comes to Flare network and Songbird. And I'm hoping to explain things in a way that actually makes sense and is not too techy and overcomplicated, where people don't really understand how to place that type of talk into the real world, because let's be honest, this has never been done before. So it's very hard for us to picture what a future with these technologies or how they may be implemented into our lives. So it's kind of what I want to do, is just kind of break it down and make it much easier to digest for people, so they can really think about how they might want to invest. So today we're going to talk a little bit more about the Flare network, kind of expanding, going deeper into Flare from my last video, where we talked a lot about Flare and kind of the rewards calculator, how you can earn money through delegation and obviously through the Flare drops until January of 2026. You can check out that video as well. It's got the Flare rewards calculator that you can make a copy, or you can download for yourself and for free, and be able to play with it and kind of see what type of rewards and where you might be based on your investment. So let's dive a little deeper into Flare. This innovative blockchain protocol is an absolute game changer in the crypto world. Traditionally, many popular cryptocurrencies like XRP, Litecoin, or Dogecoin, they've been limited because they were created without a built-in capability for smart contracts. Smart contracts are essentially programs that run on a blockchain. When predetermined conditions are met, it automates the execution of an agreement so that all the participants can be immediately certain of the outcome without any intermediaries' involvement or time lost. So imagine these cryptocurrencies are, kind of like classic cars. They're reliable, they're valued, but with limited features. The Flare network is like a state-of-the-art upgrade to these cars. So by integrating with the Flare network, these cryptos are suddenly now equipped with the latest technology. It's like taking your classic car and fitting it with all these advanced features, like a modern electric engine, GPS navigation, and self-driving capabilities. So this upgrade, it doesn't change the core of what the car or the cryptocurrency is, but it significantly expands what it can do. So how does this work? The Flare network, it introduces a system that allows these non-smart contract cryptocurrencies to participate in smart contract applications. So it does this through a process called minting, where, for example, your XRP becomes FXRP on the Flare network. This gives the FXRP, it now just basically has superpowers. It can be used in decentralized finance applications for creating decentralized apps and much more. The possibilities are virtually endless. So the beauty of Flare Network is that it doesn't alter the underlying cryptocurrencies. Instead, it really provides a parallel pathway where they gain additional functionality. It's like having a dual mode car that can switch between being a classic cruiser and a modern electric vehicle as needed. So this approach by Flare is very revolutionary because it bridges the gap between all these various blockchain networks. It's creating a more interconnected and functional crypto ecosystem. It's similar to building a network of roads that connected previously isolated towns. It's vastly improving the communication and the trade between them. So imagine all these towns that are completely siloed off Well, when we build out the interstate highway system, now all of these towns are connected and it makes everything much easier. So think of that as like, that's what Flare is. Flare is like the interstate highway system that's being built. As you can imagine, that's pretty massive. So, and also in essence, it's really the Flare network is unlocking a treasure trove, so to speak, of possibilities for cryptocurrencies that were previously limited. I mean, it's a very exciting development that could lead to much more widespread adoption and utility of these digital assets. So, as we explore further, keep in mind this image of transformation and enhancement that the Flare network brings to the world of cryptocurrency. All right. Next slide. So, now that we have a good grasp on what the Flare network is all about, let's move on to understand its main core feature, what, we really get most excited about, and not just the delegation of and wrapping our, our Flare or Songbird for that matter, but the FAsset system and how it's set to really revolutionize, the crypto space. So, and that's going to be the core of today's discussion is the FAsset system of the Flare network. So, the system, it's not just a feature, it's a groundbreaking innovation in the blockchain world. At its heart, the FAsset system is a mechanism that allows other cryptocurrencies, which we'll, refer to as native tokens, to be seamlessly integrated into the Flare network. These native tokens include popular cryptocurrencies like XRP, Litecoin, Dogecoin, obviously Bitcoin, which originally, they just don't support smart contracts. So how does this FAsset system work? It's a process of transformation. When a native token is brought onto the Flare network, it's converted into an FAsset. So, for example, XRP, it's going to become FXRP, and Bitcoin will become FBTC, Litecoin FLTC. So this conversion is like giving these tokens a new identity, so to speak, I guess, that unlocks additional functionalities within the Flare ecosystem. But, what makes FAssets truly special, these transformed tokens retain all the intrinsic value and the qualities of the original cryptocurrency. But they also gain the ability to interact with smart contracts on the Flare network. It's similar to having a bilingual person who can seamlessly communicate and operate in two different cultural worlds. So the implications of this are vast. So by turning traditional cryptocurrencies into FAssets, the Flare network enables these tokens to participate in advanced blockchain applications, particularly in the realm of decentralized finance, or as we know it, DeFi. This means that users can engage in activities like lending and borrowing, yield farming, yield farming with cryptocurrencies that were previously unable to participate in these activities. So, and there's a lot more. The FAsset system is designed with security and trustlessness, certainly in mind, for sure. It ensures that the process of converting and using these FAssets is secure, that it's transparent and decentralized. This system doesn't rely on central authority at all. Instead, it's going to operate completely on the principles of blockchain technology, which ensures, trust and security for its users, which is the whole reason that, all of this was started many years ago with Bitcoin. So, kind of to summarize up the FAsset system, it's basically a bridge. It connects the world of traditional cryptocurrencies with the innovative possibilities of the Flare network. It's like adding a new high-tech wing to a classic library. It vastly is expanding the range of books and resources available to its visitors. So with this system, the Flare network is, not just expanding its ecosystem, it's really paving the way for a more inclusive and versatile blockchain environment. It's a very exciting development that holds the potential to change how we interact with and utilize cryptocurrencies. So now that we have explored, what the FAsset system is, let's kind of move on to understand its current status and what we can expect as it evolves and integrates into the broader crypto world. So, as of right now, the FAsset system is in a crucial phase of development. It's being currently tested on the Costin network, which is Flare's test network. And I can't remember, I know there's Costin 1 and 2. One is for the Songbird network, one is for Flare. I can't remember which is which. But either way, it's on one of the Costin networks in a private beta test, soon to be open to a public beta test. And then is expected to roll out on Songbird network, hopefully by the end of Q1 is what I'm hearing. So, the Songbird network, for those of you that do not know, is what we call a canary network. So let's kind of shift our focus to, this term. This, it's very crucial in understanding the development process of the Flare network, which is the canary network. Songbird is, but specifically, we're talking about Songbird, the canary network for Flare. So the concept of a canary network, it might be new to many, but it draws its name from an old mining practice. So these miners used to take canaries into coal mines to detect toxic gases. If the canary was in distress, it was a signal of danger. So similarly, in the blockchain world, the Canary Network is a live operational blockchain used to test new features and systems under real economic conditions before, they're released on the main network. So this is something that is not only done with Flare. There are some other cryptos that do have Canary networks. So let's talk about Songbird. Songbird, it serves as the Canary network, as we talked about for Flare. It's a fully functional blockchain where developers and users can test and experiment with features that will eventually be implemented on Flare. So basically, they start things off by testing on the Costin network. And then, once it's basically ready, they move it to Songbird, which, again, is a fully functioning network. It's still kind of a test ground or a beta version of the Flare network. The Flare network is mainnet, and before they, but you can buy Songbird. You can, so the FAsset system will be on the Flare network to start off. So why is Songbird so important? It allows for rigorous testing and experimentation in a real world environment. So developers, they can deploy and test out all of their new applications or updates on Songbird, which is going to ensure that they're robust and they're effective before moving them on to the Flare network. This process is going to, significantly reduce the risk and errors or issues when these features go live on the mainnet. So for users, Songbird is an opportunity to interact with the latest developments in the Flare ecosystem. They can try out new applications. You can provide feedback and help shape the future of the network. It's like being part of a focus group that tests a new tech product before it even hits the market. So in essence, it really is, Songbird really is playing a critical role in the Flare ecosystem. It's a safe space for innovation, testing, and learning. So by using Songbird, the Flare network is going to ensure that its features and updates are not only technologically sound, but that they're also aligned with the needs and expectations of its community. So, kind of to wrap up the Canary network, Songbird is, it's more than just the test node. It's really a vital component of Flare and their developmental strategy. It's going to ensure the network remains, very cutting edge, secure, and very user centric. So you can imagine, like I said earlier, the FAsset system will be deployed before its full integration into the Flare network. The FAsset system it's set to be launched on Songbird again, hopefully by the end of Q1. That is what I've heard is the original goal. And this strategic move is really going to allow for thorough testing and refinement in a live environment, and ensuring the FAsset system is robust and really truly ready for the main network. That's what we want. We don't want it to get it on a flare and then have issues and people having problems with it. We want to work out all of the kinks beforehand, and that's really what's going to happen on Songbird. So Songbird also, you will be able to participate in the FAsset system on Songbird. It will be called the SAsset system, where you can buy or you can bring your assets onto the Songbird network the same way as you would the FAssets, and potentially have gain a lot of value within your Songbird as well before it goes to mainnet. So it's not financial advice, but it is definitely a pretty amazing opportunity, knowing that it's coming to Songbird first. So with a much clearer understanding of what the Canary Network is, in the role of Songbird, let's kind of move forward to explore more the benefits and the future potential of the Flare network and its innovative systems. So, having understood what the FAsset system is, let's delve into its benefits. This system is not just a technical innovation, it's really more of a gateway to new possibilities in the world of crypto. So, firstly, the FSS system, it kind of democratizes access to decentralized finance or DeFi by converting traditional cryptocurrencies into FAssets. Users of currencies like XRP or Bitcoin or Litecoin or Doge, they can participate in DeFi activities. It's like giving these currencies a VIP pass to a world that was previously not accessible to them. So, another significant benefit is the enhancement of liquidity. The FAsset system, it allows more assets to flow into the DeFi ecosystem, which is increasing the overall liquidity. This is, akin to adding more water to a river, making it deeper and more navigable for larger ships. It's another good example. So, the FAsset system, it really introduces a new level of versatility and functionality to existing cryptos. It's like, upgrading a basic phone to a smartphone with a multitude of apps and features, which is exponentially increasing its capabilities. And just to say that, these assets, or I'm sorry, there has to be, for Flare, 2 times the amount of Flare locked up as collateral for any FAssets that are brought over to the FAsset system on the Flare network. So that's where you're going to see, I believe that you're going to see a major jump in the price of Flare, because you're going to start having so much Flare that's locked up, because there has to be 2 times. I mean, think of the amount of the value out there for Bitcoin. It's almost at, what is it, $700-800 billion. Think about if all of that value for Bitcoin that people are holding now, instead of just holding that Bitcoin, they can now utilize that Bitcoin. They can now earn yield by holding that Bitcoin, by moving it on to the Flare network. Same with XRP and Doge and all of the other ones that are coming at some point. So, I mean, and when all that value does, and when 2 times the value has to be locked up as the collateral to make sure that the person that is, locking it up is made whole should the agent or the system, take off and not pay them back their Bitcoin, they're always made whole. It's extremely trustless and secure system. So, I mean, you tell me what you think the price is going to be when all of this value starts coming over to the Flare network. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and give price speculations, but I mean, I mean, to me, it seems, if you can be a visionary, that's the reason I'm trying to kind of do this too and give people the understanding of these simpler versions, these simpler understandings of what this stuff is, so that it can allow you to be a visionary, see the future, see what this looks like. I mean, if you can imagine, I know many of you can, especially if you're here watching this, you probably can see it, but if you can see what the future holds for these, I mean, and because this has never been done before, it really can open your eyes to a world of possibility and, really help you to see how you can truly create generational wealth. So, to summarize that, this system is going to really foster a more interconnected blockchain ecosystem. I mean, it's bridging, different cryptos. The FAsset system is creating a more unified and efficient network. Imagine different transportation systems in a city getting seamlessly connected, making travel faster and just more convenient for everybody. So, now, as we transition from the benefits, let's touch upon how the FAsset system will be deployed. So, like I said, before its full integration into the Flare network, the FAsset system is set to be launched on Songbird. It's let's see here. Sorry about that. Looking towards the future, the Flare network and its FAsset system, holds immense potential. It's just not about technological advancements, but it's also about the impact, on the crypto community and the broader financial world. So, we can anticipate a surge in innovative applications and services, with the integration of smart contracts. We're likely to see new forms of dApps, decentralized applications that will start to emerge and catering to a wide range of needs in industries, such as, on Flare right now. I mean, soon we'll have Connect, a decentralized application that's being built. It's very exciting that you'd be able to utilize, you'd be able to delegate and also be able to utilize the FAsset system, once it's all done and connected, and really opening up the world of DeFi for, everyday people like us. So, the Flare network, it's also very, it's also poised to play a significant role in the evolution of, blockchain interoperability. The seamless interaction between different cryptocurrencies will likely lead to more efficient and scalable blockchain solutions. So imagine a world where transferring value and information across blockchain networks is it's as easy as sending an email. So, furthermore, the FAsset system could be a catalyst for mainstream adoption of cryptocurrencies, just by simply or by simplifying, access to DeFi and broadening the utility of popular cryptocurrencies. It makes the crypto world more accessible to the average person. So, so let's see. Let me go. All right. So, in conclusion, I just wanted to say that, the Flare network and its FAsset system are not just about what they bring to the table today. They really represent a vision of a more inclusive, efficient, and interconnected blockchain future. It's a future where the full potential of cryptocurrencies is really unlocked, and it's going to really benefit users across the earth. So, the Flare network FAsset system is a very exciting development to keep an eye on. It really represents a significant step forward in the evolution of just blockchain technology and crypto, utility that we've all been waiting for and striving for, as it moves from, the cost and test network to Songbird, and then, and eventually to the Flare network mainnet. We're really on the brink of seeing how it will reshape the landscape of crypto finance. So check out my first video. It's talking about, crypto as a whole, but also diving into Flare. But, mainly because it has the rewards calculator and, really understanding that, the next couple of years is really a very important time. It's an accumulation period of really trying to, and compounding, trying to earn as much Flare as absolutely possible, while participation in the network is as low as it's ever going to be. And really understanding how to utilize the calculator. And you can also, like I said earlier at the beginning of the video, you can download it or just make a copy to be able to edit it and kind of, play with it yourself. I've had a lot of people, excuse me, sending me requests to be able to edit it. And I tell everybody you have to actually download it or make a copy. So, because I don't want you guys messing up my original. So, and the link to the rewards calculator is in the description of that video. Make sure to like and subscribe, for more future content on crypto and just the Flare network. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys watching and taking the time to do this. I know everybody has a busy schedule and times. And if you don't mind, just give a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified about, my latest videos. If you have any questions or thoughts about the Flare network and the FAssets system, feel free to drop a comment below. So until next time, keep exploring, guys, and look forward to doing another video soon.